Now next we discuss command line arguments. Now as in case of C, we have a very easy option of entering values through the command prompt. We have the scanf function to read input from the user. Now input from the console is not that easy in Java. However, we have a small option which is called command line arguments. Now the values we enter at the command line, they are passed to the string array that we have passed to main. Now I'll run this program both in Eclipse as well as in DOS so that you can see what is the difference in command line parameters. So I'll just first create this program in DOS editor. So I'll write a class command line arguments. Suppose we need this is the array to which the command line arguments are passed, and every argument that you pass, irrespective of the data type, whether it is int, float or double, it will be passed on as a string. So we need to convert from string to respective data type. So just for a start, now this is an array whose length will depend upon the number of parameters that you pass, and I am printing here s of 0. So we'll just see how the first value is entered. So I write Java class name command line arguments, and then here is where you will enter the command line arguments. So I'll enter, say, Java tutorial. So what this has done is, this Java has gone to s of 0, this tutorial has gone to s of 1, but as we have only dealt with s of 0, so we have got the output Java. Now in case I want the entire input of Java tutorial to be stored as s of 0, so I'll put a double quotes So I'll put a double quotes on Java tutorial. Now I have got the entire value as a s of 0. So this, on the command line we can enter any value, and that value it is passed on to the main method as the string array, and from the string array we can obtain this value, and depending upon the data type that we have actually passed, we can convert the value. So I'll just see if I'll take up, suppose int, and I can say int a is equal to integer dot parseInt s of 0, and b is equal to integer dot parseInt s of 1, and then I can say the sum of the two numbers is a plus b. So I'll compile the program. Now I'll run the program. I'll pass two values, 44 and say 55. So I've got the output as 99. However, there's a small problem in this. In case I enter any value, suppose in quotes, and I give a small space, again quotes, and then I enter, and I get a number format exception. This is because the space that comes with the number, it cannot be formatted to a int. So we need to correct our code to compensate for this. So for every string that you input to this parseInt, we need to operate a trim method. So trim will remove any spaces that we have at the end or at the beginning of the string, and we shall get the desired output. So I'll again run the same program. So now the output is coming out to be 99. Earlier it was generating an error which was number format exception. So we have seen how to run a command line parameter program on DOS. Now we'll see how to run the same program on Eclipse. So again I'll enter some text on the command line, s of 0, and now you have to right click the file, go to run as, then run configurations. And now in case this is not showing the name of your class, then you can put down the name of your class. In the arguments, here we can write the arguments that we need to pass, and then we can run the program. We get Java. In case I wish to get the same output of the entire content, then as we did on DOS prompt, I'll again put this in double quotes and again run the main method. Now I am getting Java. So this is how we run this command line argument program on Eclipse. And this is the string array that contains all the data that we have passed through the command line